Hello.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing? We're back in, the whole story of
Yeah.
overwhelm. Yeah, so I imagine that's kind of a silly question. How are you doing? We're doing the best we can, right, in the moment that we're in. And yeah, and now we're in spring and April's here. We have Jesse with us today. Let's let
Yay.
him say hello to you, to play music for us, which is so nice to help us sort of reestablish, find a little peace in the moment by connecting with our body and our mind too, and our spirit, bringing it all together. Yeah. And let's play with some different pathways to integrate all that's happening in a way that is more regulated. That's the big new word, right? Regulated. To me, it's more about softer, quieter, more internal, more peaceful. And I don't know if that's the same as regulated or not. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's how I think of it. So, one of the big things we're facing right now is overwhelm. And overwhelm is 100% in the past. It feels like it's in the moment, but it isn't at all. It lives in the past. So, because you can't be overwhelmed unless you're onboarding past experiences that are telling you that it's time to be afraid or criticize yourself or that there's too much to do. So, it's a really powerful concept for me that when I'm in overwhelm, now I'm in the past.
Yeah.
If I want to get to the future, I've got to get in the moment I'm in, right? So we have lots of tools for that, as you know, which we've all talked about for years together. But there's a new kind of frame that I'm liking around it, which is what if the overwhelm happens and I just feel it? I don't try to fix it, change it, make it wrong. So for me, if I start being overwhelmed with all the changes in my body around aging, well, right away, my head kicks in and goes, that's not okay. That's cultural ageism. That's you not accepting where you are. That's you not being present. I mean, overwhelm onboards that critical voice to the point that I don't even exist anymore. I just might as well not be here. I'm so much in the old story. So yeah, what's an example like that for you, Abby?
Yeah. For me, one of the places where I get stuck with overwhelm is feeling like I don't have enough time to do everything I need to do. And just feeling like I'm running out of time or I just won't get it done or whatever the case is.
Yeah,
But that kind
yeah.
of time pressure.
So, what does your critical voice tell you about that? That you're working too slowly, that you aren't focusing enough, that you're not being disciplined enough, that
Yeah, definitely those things. And also, like, if I, take a pause for myself, like to make a cup of tea or to make even lunch or something, then my critical voice is saying, you're not working or you're not doing X, Y, or Z. You should be doing, this and that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned earlier that kids wanting you to do something, and at what point do we serve others only?
Yeah.
And at what point do we come back to what really needs to happen here?
Yeah.
The big
Yeah.
kind of paradox that I think it's hard as people that have grown up in the Calvinist Puritan story to really embrace is that the more I am generous to me, the more I am generous to other, right? There's just no way of getting around that. And whenever I'm not being generous to other, I'm not taking care of myself in some way. It will not have anything to do with them.
Yeah.
Even if they are being totally obnoxious, it will not have to do with them. Because if I'm being generous to myself, I can navigate that with love and generosity to them, right? I just think this is such a big concept. But so what if we say yes to the overwhelm? Okay, I hear you. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm listening. And we just tune in to the body and how all of that's feeling. How do we stay connected to overwhelm so that it can land and begin to breathe again, come back into our bodies? It's like the antidote to that scarcity, which is what overwhelm is. It's there's not enough time, there's not enough money, there's not enough of me, I'm not enough, the world's not enough, whatever, right? It's a scarcity response. The antidote is generosity. And I love this word because I think I'm pretty generous to others, but I forget about being generous to myself. And my guess is that's probably true to virtually all of you who are listening, that's your story. So what happens if I just allow myself to be with the overwhelm, which is in a certain way the uncertainty that we're all living in right now, right? And I get it that the old ways are not working at all anymore. For me, in my body, for the world that we're living in, it's not working. But the new ways are not here yet. They haven't been born. They're growing, they're coming in the grassroots. There's all kinds of things that are shifting on a lower, quieter level that aren't in the news, right? But they're not here yet. So we are in a suspended time of uncertainty. It's what Carl Jung used to call standing the tension. That's what we're being asked to do. Can we live into the unknown? Can we stand the tension that we're in, right? Because if we jump out, we either try to change something we can't change, or we get down on ourselves, right? As opposed to, okay, if I'm allowing the uncertainty now, I can tap into my divine creative flow. And the word divine is hard for us, but it's really true that we have this creative flow that lives in the divine universal story. And that might take us to join a march, to write letters, to become proactive in some way. It's not that we don't have action on that earth plane. It's that it comes from a place of creative flow instead of a place of fear, desperation, self-criticism, anger, blame. Any of those actions are going to deplete us even more in a time where we're already struggling to stay nourished.
Yeah.
You know? So let's spend a little time either in your mind, in your chair, in your room, finding your way into your body, being with the uncertainty, being with the overwhelm. Even maybe you want to think of something that is specifically overwhelming for you, like an office room you want to clean out, or a bedroom that's a mess, like my bedroom, or something like that. Or maybe it's just the sense of overwhelm that's keeping you unlanded, just kind of, floating into chaos, right, inside your body. So take a moment and walk around in your room, or rest into your chair. Close your eyes if you need to, if that's better, or look towards the floor. And let that sense of despair or hopelessness, or I don't know if we're ever going to get out of this, those kinds of thoughts, right? The uncertainty, just slow down, way down for a moment, and make some space so that the generosity that you already know, you just have to remember it, you know about it, make some space for the generosity to come in. Slow down for a moment, soften, uncouple what you're giving attention to and tension. So if you move the tension away, you can give attention in a way that's helpful. I love that idea of separating attention and tension. So I'm just going to be quiet for a moment so you can hear Jessie, and allow the nowness, the presence, to just come into your body, just softening, slowing down, and making space for you. Maybe you'll be a little curious. Maybe your breath will be a little slower. Allowing some generosity to flow into you appreciation for you. And it doesn't have to have words with it, just the sense of generosity towards self. So any recent pain or trauma that you've had in any way, just be with it. It's all okay. It's just pointing to a place that needs generous love, compassion, caring. Falling in love a little with the mystery. Allowing the mystery. Letting the frontal lobe rest. Dropping deep into the inner landscape on each exhale. Be with whatever's there. Maybe feel your feet on the earth. Grounding a little. Letting your breath drop all the way down into your feet. How does that feel to bring your energy right into relationship to the earth in your mind or in your actual physical touching of the floor? Yeah, maybe your hand goes on your belly and your heart, so you open that pathway, letting that tension flow right up into your heart, and the heart digest and metabolize the tension. Allowing the tension and allowing the heart to take care of it. Maybe do a little I am here and I know who I am that we've done so often together. Yeah, seeing what Abby's doing. The hand travels all the way down your body from the top of your spine to the base of your spine. And you're reaching inside your body and massaging the inside of your spine, which visualizing that allows the body to relax. And as your hand is traveling, you're saying, I am here and I know who I am. I am here and I know who I am. Softening. Exhale a little longer than the inhale. Space. Slowing down and making space. Into the imaginal world and take yourself into a beautiful garden or out into the meadows or sit beside a river or climb up on a rock and let the warm sun be there. Where might you go that could bring a little sense of well-being? If you imagine yourself resting there, breathing there, softening there, being generous to yourself, feeling the sun, smelling the flowers. Maybe you want to sound a little with Jessie. Let your body express itself through sound. Scanning again, where is someplace that is contracting that wants to soften, breathe, play with the light, be present in the moment. Yeah, maybe moving a little more, letting your body feel good about the attention you're giving it. Being free of the old stories. The future is born in presence, in the now. I hope. And if you're still slow and softening, that's fine too. Let the music surround your slowness. Or let the music open your body up to some joyful movement, some playful movement. I'm going to move with Abby. Your breath, your blood, your bones. Whether you're dancing in your mind or dancing in your room, it shifts the story back into generosity, back into a sense of, I am here. And just let yourself move and breathe with that nurturing spaciousness of your own beautiful divine creative flow. Letting it flow gently. Reaching out for what you want to bring into your body. What you want to nourish yourself with. Bring that all the way in your body, from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet, all the way down through your body. And as it overflows, you can share it out to the universe, to the earth. Allow some of that good feeling, that self-appreciation and nourishment to flow out, and then loop it right back in again. Replenishing, restoring, sharing. Yeah, that infinity of good energy which creates more good energy, which creates more good energy. And then slowly just begin to walk in the room again. So you're just sort of grounding that good feeling, taking your time with Jesse's beautiful guidance musically, taking the time to let all of this that we have explored, just let it integrate. Integrate, integrate. So the blood, the cells, the bones, the muscles, the breath, it's all coming together in one beautiful pool of well-being. Oh, just keep going with Jessie and keep going with your own breath, just allowing the well-being to land more and more and more. Walking and breathing and integrating, just allow your whole body to be surrounded by light. Warm, loving light, the light of the source of love. You might even hum a little with Jessie. Humming helps the body integrate, it vibrates the energy. And you might pause every few moments and just scan your body, appreciate your body, soften the place that needs softening again. Sigh, out loud sigh, deepening the well-being. Allowing. And as you let your eyes slowly come open if they were closed, just begin to look around the room you're in and feel a sense of newness, the newness of this moment that you're in. And let your whole energy just float free for a moment. And slowly, 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 gently come to stillness. wherever you are. And just feel that quietness in your being. Just how much space you have created for you in just 15 minutes of music, breathing, moving, allowing, and softening. And just as you're finishing this exploration, think of something that you could say to you that would be really generous. A generous appreciation of you. And you can send it in the comments or in the email to us. We love to see these things. We love to know what's happening. For me, what came in was just the sense of being generous to my body for the way it continues to function as I age. Just to be really, really loving, in spite of all the things that I think aren't how they should be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's so much that I have. I'm going to be 79 in a week, and I have all kinds of ability to move and dance and play and think, and it's just grace. Who knows who gets that and who doesn't, so yeah, I just want to be really grateful for my body exactly where it is in this moment.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful. Yeah, what came up for me was just appreciating the grace I've been giving myself. It's something I've been really working hard on, is giving myself grace, especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed or whatnot. And so I was just appreciating how I've been doing that lately.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So yeah, the summary is, you feel overwhelmed. You come and be with that overwhelm, feel it and love it. And then, what's another choice?
Yeah.
And Abby just said, grace.
Grace.
Grace is another choice. Love, appreciation, kindness, awareness of our privilege, which is insane at this point on the earth in terms of how safe we are relative to what's going on with most people really on the earth. And so overwhelm. I'm here, I'm listening, I appreciate you. Coming home, and my creative flow comes up and says, grace. That's great. Well, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know what comes up for you when you pause and make space for whatever you're feeling. Allow it, be generous to it. See what its intelligence is. What does it want you to know?
Yeah.
What's its message? Maybe just send it a message of appreciation, whatever feels like your impulse, because you already know all these things. It's just remembering them or just making space for them. Overwhelm eliminates the sense of spaciousness.
Yeah.
The soul needs space. That's the really big thing that we don't really understand in Western civilization, how much space the heart needs in order to nourish, grow, create, influence. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a month, and then it will be fully into spring. So happy spring, everybody.